What's up, y'all? Hopefully you're having another day in paradise like I am as well. Professor T here. So got a few announcements I want to make before we get into our Musical Me speech rotation. So listen up, check these out. The first one is make sure that you have your tech advisor signed up in advance and that you're using your tech person that you've signed up. General expectation that you are using that person. If that means that you need to sign up somebody who is speaking on your day, then make sure that you are choosing somebody who's also speaking on your day. Your outlines are due on the day of your speech, so make sure that you have those prepared and you will turn those in the day you speak. If you speak this coming Friday, it's due on Friday. If you speak on Wednesday, it's due on Wednesday. So just make sure that you have those in at the correct time. If you are struggling with research and you need more help finding information, then you need to be contacting the speech librarian. She is a great resource for everyone. Her name's Jennifer Kelly. I sent all of you a link the other day, and use that link. It's meant to jumpstart your research. It is not meant to do all of it for you. So hopefully that was helpful for some of you. Okay? If you're having problems on composition, come see me. And if you can't get in, then come Skype me. And I've Skyped with several students over the last few days. If we need to use computers to mediate our exchange, that's perfect. Please do not email me your outlines and ask for revision or feedback. I want to be able to speak with you. I want to be able to walk through it with you, and we can do that over Skype or we can do that face-to-face. But me just giving you very bland comments via email doesn't work for me. You do not need, moving on, you do not need your USB drives for this next speech rotation. So, if I can find, you know what I'm talking about, the USB drives, 4 gig, 8 gig. The requirement sheet, these things right here, the requirement sheet said that you needed to bring one. You do not need to bring one, so don't plan on that. I suppose if you want to bring one for a hard copy to get your speech on, then go ahead and bring it. But I will email you a link to your video following your speech. So I will email that to you. Most of you with smartphones will have the link to your video as you leave class on that day. Okay? All right, so now what I want to do is I want to bring in a whiteboard here. I ripped this off of the wall in the classroom. I'm just joking, I didn't do that. Hi. I want to talk first about your outlines. Please remember when you're creating your outlines that you have your general purpose and your specific purpose on that document that you turn in. These are not part of your actual outline. They're just listed at the top of the page. Then after you've listed those, then you're going to start your outline, and then you're going to have the rest of your outline down here. Remember that your sources and your language element are to be included in your outline, not on some bibliography or reference sheet. Now, per the requirement sheet that has been posted for 4 weeks now, you have a 1-page speaking outline with you when you're presenting. Not 2, not 3, not 4. So make sure that whatever outline you're speaking off of, if you're using an outline for your speech, is 1 page. It could be challenging. It's meant that you do not have a transcript. So put time, thought, preparation into that. Make sure your outlines are not a word-for-word typed out paper of your speech. Okay? The last thing I want to, a couple things I want to go over is the point breakdown for this speech rotation. So I'm going to kind of move a little bit and speak to this. When you turned your lyrics in on time, you got 10 points. So that was the first thing, first grade you earned for this rotation. When you turn your outline in the day of your speech, you get another 15 points, but you have to turn it in before your speech. So make sure that you do that. The speech itself is worth about 120 points, so it's a huge assignment. Make sure you're prepared. We don't have midterm exam in my class. We don't have huge, lengthy tests all the time. We don't have essay things and stuff like that. So there is an expectation that you're putting effort, preparation, and practice into your presentations. just like you would your chemistry test, just like you would your anatomy and physiology test. So please, 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 for respect for yourself, respect for me, respect for the class, respect for your audience, put in some time, energy, and effort for your speeches. They're worth 120 points for this rotation. We have 5 class periods, so 5 class sessions where you're going to have speeches take place. Each day you show up, it's 10 points for your audience. So you get 10 points every day for being there listening to other people. Don't blow off class just because you're not giving a speech. You will have peer evaluations. So on one of the days that you are not speaking, I will bring to class some forms where I will have you evaluate some of the speakers on that day. I will choose the speakers that you evaluate. I will assign them to you. I will give you the form that you will use. And in class, you will evaluate them. You will have 2 to 3 of these and acquire 30 points for that. It's very simple and very easy, so relax. Okay, and then finally, you get 15 points for doing a self-evaluation. This is where you watch the video for the speech that I've recorded, and you respond to 5 to 7 questions that I have on Blackboard. So you can see that we've acquired or accumulated a significant number of points in the speech rotation. So it is important that you know how those points are being earned. You don't want to, not show up on your peer evaluation day because you've lost potentially 40 points on a day where you're not even really giving a speech, but you're doing some other things in class. All right? So let's get rid of that real quick. All right, so the last thing I want to let you know about is timekeeping, a time card. I'm not real big on giving time cues, but I will bring a red folder to class. It looks kind of like this, and I will give that folder to somebody with a stopwatch, or I will ask for a volunteer in class for someone who's willing to keep track of time. I'm busy writing comments, positive feedback, things you can work on. I'm busy writing that down while you speak, and I want to focus on that. I'm busy on working the camera for the recording for your self-evaluation process. So I'm not really holding a stopwatch in one hand and a folder in the other watching your speech. So I'll ask for a volunteer in class for somebody to do that, and that way as a community we're helping each other. Very easy to do. And I'll ask that whoever has the card holds that up at 7 minutes when you reach the the maximum time for the speech. Per the speaking requirements, you get 1 minute of grace after that 7-minute period. So if you see the red card, you need to know you have 1 minute to wrap up your speech and get it done. After that 1 minute, you're penalized 10 points for going over the time if you reach over 8 minutes. And then at the 9-minute mark, I'm going to cut you off totally and, thank you, appreciate it, great job, and start clapping for you. So please make sure that you are aware of your time. All right? Oh, tons of information. I know the video is roughly about 9 minutes long. Sorry, had tons of things that I needed to try and say, but I didn't want to take a ton of class time to do so that we could get into some other things, all right? Hopefully this was very helpful, and I look forward to our speaking rotation and hearing your speeches soon.